Hello, hello, friends, family, colleagues, everybody who's jumping on here today. I want to welcome you to another episode of Mike on the Mic. This is episode 2. Thank you for everyone who tuned in yesterday and gave me such positive feedback. This is obviously something that I really love doing, and I have a passion for speaking to others. I'm also a videographer by trade, so I love to coach people behind the camera to be their best, and so to me this comes very naturally, and I just love interacting with all the people in our community. Everyone's so fantastic, as we know, and the whole purpose of this is to be a platform so that we can all get value out of it. We can hear each other's stories, we can learn from each other's daily modes of operation, perhaps, what got us here, and just the experiences that we all share in this community. And without further ado, I wanted to pull out the godfather. I'm calling him this. I'm coining the term, the godfather of positivity, Mr. Thomas Warden. Thomas, you want to join me? Hey, brother, how are you?
Hello. Thank you, Mike. How are you today, sir?
Doing so great, brother. So great. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been so fun to start to doing, and I can only say that it's going to keep getting better, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say today. So Thomas is an amazing contributor to our community. If nobody knows Thomas, you got to, because he is a shining light, a ray of positivity, and he hosts Morning Motivation every morning, which we can share the link with you guys if you want. You just let us know. We'll drop it in the chat. And you know what, guys? This is why we're here. We're just here to learn from each other, share each other's experiences. So Thomas, I'm so grateful that you were able to join me today, and I can't thank you enough for everything that you've given to me in my life over the last year, and the positivity, and every morning you've made my days so much better just from starting them off with your energy. So thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for the energy and the vision that you have to make this Mike on the Mic a new movement this year, movement that he wants to be able to bring other people's knowledge and inspirations and how they was able to shift their life from where they were at to where they're at now. Being able to grasp the energy and get the focus within themselves to move themselves in a new direction, because that's what they desire. And instead of just dreaming it, now taking action with it and making a better version of us on a day-to-day basis. Well, that's how the Morning Motivation started.
That's how that started. Amazing. Yeah, and that's grown quite a bit, hasn't it? We started off with only a few people, and now we're up to a good 30 people every day, I think.
Yeah, we started that 6 months ago. Ashley St. Germain and I had a conversation, and she kind of mixed a meditation motivation, and it turned in more to a motivation in the morning time. And we started that together, and it morphed in from just a couple days a week to 5 days a week. And then people were saying, we're working during the week and we can't catch it, because at the time frame, it was only 4 people. And, you know, so it was like we were doing it when we could to kind of get uplifting information out to our team members and to people across the world who just needed inspiration for the day, a kickstart to know that I have power over what's going to happen in my day, and to be able to wake up on a day-to-day basis saying thank you and having gratitude for life and everything that we do have with around us right now, you know, because there's many things that a lot of people that we have in our life that many people wish they could, you know, and for us to be able to give the inspiration out to know that they have that power already. Now they wake up with that focus and say, this is how my day shall be. And giving intent to it. That's what I was trying to get to. Giving the intent to what they truly desire and making those dreams into actions and reality and manifest it. So we got in there to shift people's mindset from the negative to the positive, giving good words to ourselves to begin the day with all together. We have to give ourselves the good words to start the day. And once we give ourselves those good words and we wake up and we believe within us, then once you start believing within you and know that those words that you're giving to yourself, the universe is understanding it. And then now the universe knows that this is how you want to feel this day. Because we don't wake up with intention to be mad or pissy, you know. We wake up with intentions. We want a good day. We want a happy day. So we got to give that intention to it every day, to wake up and say thank you. And then boom, the day will flow. And then the rest of the day is all up to you, because it's, you know, it's in charge of us.
First thing to do in the morning. What do we do, Thomas? Let's paint it very clear for everybody here.
Before you get out of bed, before you put your feet on the floor, you're going to say thank you for the blanket, the warmth of the blankets. You're going to say thank you for the bed, the physical sleep that you was able to get. You're going to say thank you for the roof over your head. You're going to say thank you for the clothes that are on your back, and you're going to say thank you for the food that is inside that belly. And you're going to say thank you for the imagination, creativity, the eyes, the ears, the nose, to be able to smell, taste, and touch everything that you have around you, to enjoy the children, the people around you, and the words that you'll be able to hear and be able to give out to others. Now you kickstart the day, and you're going to walk to the mirror and say thank you once again for the beauty that you hold on this physical body right here, the imaginations that you have, the eyes that you can see again, and that you are a powerful source. And you're going to say how many times you need it before you can believe it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Now go kickstart your day.
And when you look in that mirror, you say, I'm a good-looking son of a bitch, aren't I?
Every day, brother. Yeah. I say that every day.
I'm sure you do, because you're a handsome fellow there. We want to go back just a little bit here, Thomas, because everything that you've brought to this community is so appreciated, and thank you. I just want to understand how did you come into this this beautiful platform that we have for all of the like-minded entrepreneurs that are in here. Do you want to just maybe tell us like what you used to do for a living and how you got into the business?
Yeah, for 26 years, I chased around construction, from heavy equipment from dozers to tractors to cranes to pipe fabrication. And then for the last 10 years, I have moved into the safety consultant side, to where I was working for the oil and gas industry across the world. And you know how that goes. You work a construction job here for a while, then you're laid off, then you go find another one over here and you do that. That is how my life has always been. But I liked it. I chased money, went around the world learning new things because that's the skills that I needed. Back in 2012, I had surgery on my feet, and it kind of hampered my walking ability. So it kind of hampered my jobs, that I was doing. So I started looking for something more. And in 2016 is when I found the online world, sitting down one night, just scrolling down South Texas, 10 hours away from home, away from my family again, working 12, 14 hours a day. It's like, there's got to be more to life than this. I've got to find something else. Really wasn't paying attention to find something. I was just scrolling through Facebook, checking the family, seeing hey, how's everybody doing back home type deal. And then I came across a video, some friends, not friends, but some people that are now friends up in Canada that were talking about how they shifted their life from working as a waitress manager and a mechanic to now have an online business and being able to work when they wanted, and this, that, and the other. So I said, I want to see what this is really about. So I checked into it, watched their little video, and then I worked the little workshop that they wanted me to get into. So it was like free. So like, why not? Let's go watch it. What do I got to lose? Another hour? Why not? I've got time. Boom. So I watched it. And then at the end, they said, here, you want to learn more, contact us. So I did, got in contact with them. And then I moved to the next phase. And then once I dove in and seen the full picture of what they had in the background that they were doing for me, and I could still work my job. Okay, cool. So I can leverage my job now to help me get out of, because I know once you build a business, whether it's brick and mortar, whether it's online, or whether it's door to door, I don't care. It takes time to build up anything that you want to do, because we have to stay dedicated to it. We have to stay dedicated. You got to get your name out there. You got to do business cards. You got to do flyer, whatever, newspaper ads. If you're doing anything in life, you're trying to get your name out there in general. So with this, they were going to show me how to get my name out there through social media, which I was already playing with on my phone. So I was like, okay, let me check this out. So I dove into it, and on a Thursday night, worked 10 hours on a Friday, drove 5 hours home that night, and then I sat on a couch with my recliner and my little dog here. Oh, there she goes. She stays in my lap every time I'm working on my computer. So she just has to be in my lap. So just like she is right now. So I got on my laptop and I got to punching away, following their training, following the steps, following everything that my mentors told me, got on the phone, got on Messenger, got on email, everything, whatever we had to do to connect. And they kept guiding me and kept, here, there, go with this one, watch this one, you finish that one, get to this one. And then I started implementing it. So now I'm back at work implementing stuff, and it's working for me while I'm working at a jobby job. And then it was like, wow, come home in the evenings, and my evenings were even busier and busier. And it's like, So then I got transferred from South Texas to Colorado. Instead of working 12 hours a day, I was down to 8 hours a day. So I was like, ha ha, my business online has been going for about 2.5 months, 3 months now already. So I was like, a few people chatting here and there, and it's starting to build up the business a little bit. And I get to Colorado, so now I have more time that I can put on the online business as well. So now I'm doing both, and I'm, navigating them through. And then there's a couple of days that the online just went boom, boom. And it was like, bing, bing, eyes got bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden, since I'm away from home, and so I was having mailbox money come in at the house, and my mom called, said, what are you doing? I got all kinds of checks, in the mailbox, for you. And it's like, yeah, can you just deposit them in this account for me? She's like, is this legal? It's like, yes, ma'am, everything is legal. Can you just, so I didn't tell anybody, not even my family, not my mom, until actually she started getting the checks in the mail. And then the business started growing more and more. And then now I'm looking at, do I need to stay with the oil and gas industry? Taking my time away from my family and my loved ones all these years, could I actually get it back? And then it went boom, boom again. And it was like, all right, bye-bye. And it was really easy to walk in to a job that I knew was going to be ending within a few months anyway, to say, hey guys, it's been fun. Here's my badges, and I'm walking. And they're like, what? And my online business took off, and I'm now taking off. So I did. And I was 7 months into working in the online business. It flourished, and I was able to walk away. And so I called up my two boys, and I'm in Colorado, and said, hey, do y'all want to take a road trip? I missed out on a lot of your life. Do y'all want to go do something before y'all get into your life? And they were saying, what do you want to do? I said, let's take a road trip. We can either take the fifth wheel, we can go in the camper, or we can hotel it, whatever y'all want to do. They said, I want to go in tents. Perfect. So call them up. They got their passports. They flew to Colorado. And then from Colorado, we jumped in the truck, and we took a 6-month road excursion across the country from Colorado, Utah, Oregon, Washington, up into Canada, back around again. And then, so we got to meet the team members, the team leaders, the, team people that were joining in as we were just traveling around, and just flourished as we grew more and more. And then, we came home. They're now off doing their thing, and I am home full time. This is my 2.5-year time frame of being online now. And so now this is my new home office that we got in here 2 months ago, I think a month ago now, maybe. So it's still not complete, but yet we're working on it on a day-to-day basis and making it the way we want it and having fun with life.
And that's what it's all about.
So that's pretty much the quick little story version of how I got to where I'm at.
Oh, buddy, thank you for sharing that story. I've heard you tell it before, and I could hear you tell it over and over, because honestly, I can't imagine the feeling of walking over to your supervisors at your job site and just be like, here's my badges, I'm done. I don't, like, that feeling must be so powerful. And it's just beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. We have a lot of people hopping on here, Thomas, and I just want to do a quick shout out to everybody: Troy, Ann, Ricky, Angie, Caressa, Ricky, Sherry, we got Britt, we got Shiloh, oh my gosh, Ashley. Thank you so much, everybody who's tuning into this. We got Thomas Warden in the house today, and he is just on fire, sharing some great value with us, guys. So, and that's the thing you touched on, was that this community was so supportive for you. They really got you up and running. They were able to walk you through on a day-to-day basis to get you towards your goals. And I think that not many people out there understand the power of our platform, and we are a family. There's not many platforms out there like this that I know of, at least, where everybody, even though they're across the country or different countries even, we're all talking online. We all do our video conferences just like this, but we get to meet each other. We get to feel out each other, and we all share our positive vibes all the time. And you learn to really just show such a camaraderie for each other and love for each other, and we really push each other to succeed. And I'm sure it's exactly what you experienced in getting you to where you are today. And all of that comes from, yes, the training, but also the mindset that we're taught and able to in order to succeed. And do you want to just maybe touch a little bit on that? Because, we are in control of ourselves ultimately, but sometimes we do need that extra push from a higher source in order to get us to where we want to be, even on a day-to-day basis, push ourselves.
Yeah, the day-to-day mindset training started for me back in 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. I was about to go overseas, and I had to get into mindset training to make sure that I wasn't going to go flip out, over there in the middle of hell, I guess you would call it, for a little while. So with that training, I've been able to work with myself, staying in tune with me and my energies and my vibrations, and knowing that the frequencies that I put off are the frequencies that I need to be in alignment with. So if I want the happy energy, then I need to put off the happy frequencies within me, because this all in tune. You've got a computer up here, and then you have a major one that you have right here. So once you get these in tune with an alignment, right here, to where you can give the love and energy to yourself first, and knowing that no matter what happens in life, you will be okay. Because we will go through all kinds of BS throughout life, but it is just making us stronger to put us in a better focus, a better in tuneness within us. And then with that alignment that you find, then you can keep the energy and the happiness most of the time, 98% of the time, I want to say, because it's that other 2% that you allow in, and if you allow in others' energy, that's the energy that what they're coming from is from those people right there. And then if you allow that to overtake you, then you have let their energy now drop your energy level down. So once you start getting your vibration energies into that different frequency of happiness and that different stage of elevation that you want on a day-to-day basis to go after your desires, and it's at this frequency, and then yet your actual thoughts of it are down here, because you can say, yes, I want this in my life, and I want this kind of, joy and energy. But then if you wake up and say, man, this is a sucky day. Well, then what did you do? You just, sucked all your ability to get up to that frequency to match it. So, that this is where it's going to start from, because the universe starts with this energy right here all the time. It's going to stay up here at that high flying disc. Happiness is right here. Joy is happiness. Excitement and happiness. It's all up here. So now you, as a person, your energy starts here in the morning time. That's where the thank you comes in. That's where the gratitude for what you have comes in. That's where the alignment of saying, hey, this is what I desire today comes in. Oh, the joy. I feel the love from my family and my friends today. That's where that excitement comes in. Now, guess what? You're starting to get in alignment with that happy state. And then bing, 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 you're in the happy zone. So now you can take that energy, and the universe knows, all right, they're in a happy state. They are in appreciation for what they truly have and they desire. So now we can kickstart this off, and let's see what else they want to go for today. So now I say, hey, I want a good flowing day. I want to take care of my errands. I want to have all the red lights for me. I'm going to have all the people be happy state today. Everybody I meet is going to be smiling and happy today. And then it's just going to flow right through. And then I'm going to come home, be able to cook supper and dinner for my family. We're going to have a happy conversation at the kitchen table. And we're going to end this day on a happy note. And I'll go to sleep with an enjoyment and that excitement again. And now tomorrow I'll be able to wake up and do this all over again, because I'm the power of the pen to write my new journey. So you wake up each day and you get yourself in that alignment of that frequency, and then the rest just flows from there. Now you can get better in tune with your frequencies to say, all right, I want to do this today. I want to be able to do 50 sit-ups today. Cool. The universe is going to let you be able to do 50 sit-ups, because that is what you're going to desire. I want, instead of ride a mile today, I want to ride 2 miles on that bike today. Or I want to go to that job site today, and then everything with this meeting that we're going to have that I was so worried about last night, I'm waking up with good energy for it now, knowing when I go into that office that it's going to be an awesome meeting. I'm going to be able to get my words out that I need to for this meeting, for everybody to understand it and like the idea of where we're moving to. And now we're all in co-collaboration of creating that new energy to move it to a next stage, because I brought in happiness, and I projected happiness, and I projected a good energy, and everybody in the room felt my good energy when I walked into that room. So now the whole room is filled with happiness and good energy. And now you just keep bringing that every day, and the people will feel it, and they're going to want to know how you have this energy. Can I have that energy too? Yes, you can. Wake up each day and have appreciation for what you have. And then now you can have the same energy that I have on a day-to-day basis that I love spreading to the world. Whew, I love this, man.
Man, I was already, talking about energy and you bringing it, I was already at a 10 today, and you just brought me to a 20. Like, that's beautiful, man. Just great. Yeah, I really, really appreciate your time today, Thomas. This has been quite great, and I'm sure it's been so motivational for many who are watching. Is there anything else that you wanted to leave off with anybody as a final note?
No.
Just go out there and be awesome. Be positive. Well, I really, really, really appreciate you, buddy. This has been
have fun with life. And anytime that you're not feeling good, then go to the mirror and then look at yourself again and say, this is my day. Why am I feeling bad? What got me in that bad feeling state? Reevaluate the area, reevaluate the room, reevaluate the people that you're around. You know, because if you're happy and you go somewhere and then all of a sudden you're unhappy, why? So you're the only one that can answer that question. You're the one that's going to have to self-evaluate and going to say yay or nay on what got me feeling bad now. And then switch it. Now you know, now you can say, okay, it was a person. Okay, it was a word. Okay, it was a music, or it was a song, or whatever. Now you pinpointed, I didn't like that. That didn't make me feel good, so I don't want it again in my life. So don't go around it, or don't play that music, whatever. So just enjoy life, guys. Have fun with the journey.
Yeah, and one more thing just before we wrap up on that note. I mean, it's all about awareness, right? I mean, for me, in my life, a year ago, I was pretty negative. I'm not going to lie. I was reactionary. I was set off by things really quickly. And what I've learned through this whole year in my own self-development, and with your guide, of course, Thomas, is that you really have to be aware of your actions and your reactions. So when you look at the outcomes in your life and you say, well, that was a shitty outcome, well, reevaluate what happened to cause that outcome, and then look back and say, well, I don't want to be that way anymore. And the more and more you do that, the more you peel off those layers of the onion time and time again when it reoccurs on you, you'll be quicker at establishing that, yeah, this is a mood that I don't want to be in right now. You change it immediately. Make a change as quickly as you can. It's all about action, implementation. Be who you want to be, and be responsible for your actions, right? We are all responsible. And at the end of the day, you're going to be as great as your last gratitude practice, is my theory, you know. So guys, this has been really, really fun. I don't want it to go too long here because this is something that I wanted to keep a little tight for people to digest. Although I would go on for hours with you, my friend. I have no problem doing that. But in the spirit of keeping it tight and short, I just want to say thank you again. Your lovely spirit, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning on our morning motivation.
Definitely. And if y'all want the link or whatever, get with Mike and he'll be able to share out the link for y'all in the mornings. If you want inspiration, if you want a new shift in your words, your thoughts that you're giving to you, because the morning motivations is just about you, no one else. But we're just there to have an awesome day. Love and appreciate you, brother, and have an awesome day. Thank you for doing this on the mic, and just y'all keep an eye out for his page, and then make sure each time it is there that you get on and check out the people that he is bringing to the table, that is bringing inspiration and knowledge of how they shifted their life in a whole new direction, and how you can do it as well. Thank you, Mike, for everything you do, brother.
Thank you, Thomas. Have a great day, my friend.